Good morning and happy Christmas. We we took a bit of a break, so while I'm going to welcome you to Indie Games December Day 21, know that this is being recorded on Christmas Day. That aside, let's jump right in. Today we're going to look at Knucklebone magazine. This is something that I was interested in when I came across it. I used to read the Dragon magazine way back in the day, and there was a time period sort of early in its publishing run and proceeding for a fair number of issues, where the Dragon magazine was a sort of general gaming magazine. It had articles about all different systems and all different. And for someone growing up in northern Canada, that was the primary way that I learned about what was going on in the rest of the tabletop gaming scene. I knew about D&D because that was the first game I encountered and started playing. But Dragon magazine that the library brought in was the primary way I had of knowing about other games and pestering whoever I could talk to try and order those in, whether that was the library to convince them to bring in a copy of a book, or my local bookstore, asking them if they could track down some of this stuff. So I've had a fondness for generalist tabletop gaming magazines for quite some time. And of course, later on, as most magazines that are published by a gaming company wind up, Dragon magazine became Dragon and became sort of the house organ for TSR and then Wizards of the Coast, much as it exists today. So still interesting and useful if you're into that particular company's games. But I've always really enjoyed a magazine that gave me like a little taste of everything. That said, Knucklebone magazine, while it is a generalist, is not necessarily looking at things at sort of the level of production and the industry. Knucklebone takes very much more a scholarly approach and look at. In fact, in the welcome in the first episode, it talks about the fact that creating Knucklebone was a desire for our discourse and discussion around games to exist in a space that wasn't limited by 280 characters on Twitter. There are some fantastic discussions that happen on Twitter. I've gotten work out of those discussions on Twitter, so I certainly am not going to. But they are a little ephemeral, and if you're not there that day, if you don't happen to follow that person, if you don't get linked into that discussion, then you're lost. It also leads to that discussion being had multiple times, and if you're one of the people who has had that discussion previously, you can end up getting a little fed up about that. Anyway, that's a tangent. Knucklebone magazine is a wonderful collection of articles about tabletop gaming theory. We've got stuff in here. Tabletop role-playing games as procedural content generator. What else? Yeah, just You're a Beautiful Game, which is a fantastic article. But so each magazine has an issue. So the very first issue's theme is generation. The theme for the second issue is review, re-view. So looking back, second volume which came out just this December, so you should snag that as quickly as possible. Features articles on What is an indigenous game? Cyberpunk in 2020's dark future. War pigs. Negative design. How to write ethical reviews. So that'll be interesting. And return of out of the box. I like everything about it. I like the interior art. The covers are wonderful. It has a very sort of like quarterly journal feel to it, which I'm comfortable with and am familiar with from reading multiple literature journals through college. Yeah, they're just a wonderful little distillation of a lot of the stuff that gets talked about on Twitter and sort of solidified in one spot so you can sort of keep it in front of you for a little while, as opposed to Twitter conversations that sort of appear and then disappear from your view, because that's how the algorithm wants it. So these are available on itch. I highly recommend picking them up if tabletop gaming theory is of any interest to you whatsoever. You'll bound to find something in there that you find interesting or completely disagree with, and then you're free to write your own article refuting it. But Knucklebone magazine is definitely something I would recommend to you. So that is Indie Games December day 21. We're easing back into it. I'll be recording a number of these over the course of the day and posting them up, and then we should all be caught up, and we'll never fall behind again. If I say it on video, maybe it will be true. In any case, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me for the next 4 videos that are all going to be filmed today. And if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate any other holiday, Happy Holidays. And we will talk to you soon. Take care.